I would say 4 or 5 of those 6 wins came off of the back of Josh Jacobs.
Yeah, I believe Michael Mayer is going to be a top 5 tight end by the end of this year.
Jimmy G, MVP for the 2024 season.
No. I seen a comment on there that was saying, this year I'm going for the Saints and then the Raiders. I was like, fucking block me, bro. Y'all know what it is. Raiders, bitch.
Just win, baby. Let's go. What is up, Raider Nation? It's your boy Simone Raider and my Oos,
Mr. Fitz. Y'all know what it is. Raiders, bitch.
And welcome to another episode of the Oos Nation podcast, episode 7, Oos.
Yes, sir.
Man, what a week, man. July 4th just happened, Oos. I know we were spending time with family. I just want to ask you, how your week going, man?
It's going pretty good. I mean, been busy. I was actually with Sub Oos Barbecue, the Uso Ale, for 4th of July. Thanks for having me over. It's good food. Yeah.
Thanks for the invite. No,
I did invite you. I did invite you.
Yeah. Oh, that's what's up, though, man. And also, we forgot to say, happy birthday to the late and great Al Davis that day.
Yes, sir.
Forgot that was his birthday, man. But we got a lot to look forward to, not just this season, but, just around the corner. The training camp is about to start up.
About 2 weeks away, right?
2 weeks away, and a couple of days away, on July 17th,
Josh Jacobs.
We got to figure out what's going to be going on with Josh Jacobs. So I know we talked a little bit about it last episode, but some more news actually just came out that Josh Jacobs' camp actually got an offer from the Raiders over the weekend. I don't know if it's the offer that they want or not, but it's trending in the right direction, news.
Hopefully.
That means that they're trying to get something done before the 17th, and hopefully they could get something done. When there's a deadline, you got to meet it. And I know that the Raiders want to bring their running back for the right price, though. Man, oh, man. I don't know what we're going to do if we don't have Josh Jacobs this season.
Shit, you got me there. It's going to be a tough one.
I know you said pay that man last time, and I think we should pay him, though. But you think it comes with a price, though? Like, should we make him the highest paid running back, or should we just try to...
I don't know. That's a tough one.
Okay, I'll put it in perspective.
I forgot who I was watching. I was watching somebody recently. I want to say it was Graf maybe, but I was watching. I forgot who it was, and they were saying that it's history. Every time somebody gets paid, the next year they don't.
Yeah, so like especially with the top running backs, we've seen it with a lot of the best. running backs.
After I saw what I was watching, I was like, man.
It's kind of hard it's kind of hard not to think about.
Yeah, I started thinking and contemplating on it. I was like, just get a deal done. Make it beneficial for both sides.
Yeah, especially with the running back market today, it's not the best, like we said before. But I kind of looked at it. The franchise tag right now, if he was to sign it, it would be around $10 million guaranteed. And then obviously we would have to see what we do moving forward. But you look at the highest paid running back right now, it's Christian McCaffrey. And he's getting somewhere around $16 million. A year on his contract. So you're looking at 10 to 16 mil. Where would you put him at? Like, to make him a little bit happy as well as the Raiders happy? Because I know we're not going to spend $16 million on him. That's a lot of money, but I feel like...
Meet him like halfway. I'd say like maybe 14. That's not halfway, 14. But 14, shoot him 14.
I think he should get paid. I also seen another tweet from one of my Usos, Sanjay. I don't know if you know who he is, but he's one of my other Usos. Kind of talk about Josh Jacobs and whatnot. He kind of brought up the situation where the running backs don't really determine whether a team wins or loses. And I
beg to differ because last year
I actually wrote back on
he won us several games,
and that's what I'm saying. And then you go back to this is what he said. He said that in 2021, Josh Jacobs didn't really have a breakout season. No. Had around 600 to 800 yards, I believe so. And the Raiders won 10 games. Then you look at last season. Josh Jacobs balls out 1,600 yards, 12-something touchdowns, I believe so. And the Raiders win 6 games. And kind of comparing that, running back doesn't really contribute to a team winning or losing. It doesn't really matter. It just matters about the O-line. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, the O-line has a big part of it, but there was a lot of times last year where he got through some of the craziest, little cuts that, he made the O-line look good.
Yeah.
So, I mean, to each his own.
Yeah, so, I mean, I agree with you because you look at the first 3 games, we were 0-3, right? We didn't utilize Josh Jacobs at all. Or not enough. And there was games that we could have won, especially if we utilized the running game as much as we should have. And when we started using them, I believe mostly, I would say 4 or 5 of those 6 wins came off of the back of Josh Jacobs.
Yeah.
as well as everybody else. But once we get the running game going, we start winning games. And there was a lot of games that we could have won that we didn't. And then you look back at 2021, and this is where I disagree, because in 2021, yeah, we went to the playoffs. We won 10 games, and Josh Jacobs didn't have his best season. He was also injured that season.
Yeah.
He was injured that season, and some people forget that that last stretch of games that we needed to win to go into the playoffs, Josh Jacobs was a big contributor to that. Obviously, you had Daniel Carlson, and the defense didn't play half as bad.
Yeah.
Derek Carr, people try to say that he's the one that brought the Raiders to the playoffs in 2021, but I think Derek Carr did what I believe Jimmy G's going to do. Yeah. Derek Carr did good enough. He did enough not to make too many mistakes to help the team win. He didn't put the team on his back like he did in 2016. And he had a good running game. The defense didn't give up as many points, and Derek Carr didn't turn over the ball as much. And that's what I'm saying with a lot of fans out there that like to criticize Jimmy G going into the season. Yeah, he's not an elite quarterback, and I've stated this before. I don't think that he's going to be the savior. Maybe not. But I think that Jimmy G in this system, along with Josh Jacobs, if we do get him back, which I hope we do get him back, we'll find out these next couple of weeks. With that, in a defense that'll do just enough, I think we could win a couple of games this year and probably punch our way into the playoffs.
That would be lovely.
It will be. But yeah, going back to, like I said, just to finish off on that topic, Josh Jacobs was one of those main reasons why we went into the playoffs in 2021. And a lot of people get that misconception that the 2021 team was a playoff team. They weren't a playoff team. Like, if you look at that roster, we have a better roster we do right now, even last season, than we did in 2021. I just think that a lot of things were just going right for us. The luck just fell in our favor. Last year, the luck wasn't really in our favor. We lost a lot of games that we should have won. And we were there for most of those games.
We went in there happy like the first half and then sad the last half.
Yeah, but hey, we got a new quarterback. I think a lot of people need to come to a realization that we got a new quarterback here. We just got to root for this team. And what's kind of funny though is, after the last episode, I seen a lot of
the comments.
Not just about everybody, but there's a lot of fans out there that are rooting against the Raiders.
I don't get that.
I don't get that at all. It's like, I don't get how you can root against your team just because of one player. And I think it's because, a lot of people don't like Josh McDaniels.
But it's still the Raiders. It's your team.
Yeah, to each his own.
I think I seen a comment on there that was saying, this year I'm going for the Saints, and then the Raiders. I was like, fucking block me, bro. Get off my fucking. Just get out of here, bro.
It's like, let me put the phone down now, man. But yeah, there's a lot of people like that because they don't like Josh McDaniels, okay, and they don't like Jimmy G, okay. But the fact that they don't want the Raiders to win, they hope that they lose and that they tank to go into next year's draft, get another quarter. I just don't get it, man. Of course, we could agree to disagree,
Yeah.
But going into the season, I know that I'm excited about this season. I know you're kind of excited, right?
Yeah, I'm excited to an extent.
Yeah. So, but there's some things that we could get excited for, which is the Oos Nation weekend. We got a whole lot of events planned up for the season, as we stated before, but we want to let you guys know about it again if you guys haven't already.
Yep.
We got a whole Oos Nation experience for the whole weekend for every home game here in Las Vegas. Most Friday, Saturday, Sundays.
Yeah, so Friday nights we'll have the Welcome to Las Vegas party. That starts at the Orleans Casino. We'll be hanging out, good times. And then we also have an after party for Friday nights, which will have party buses taking us from the Orleans Casino to Honey Strip Club. So tap in with us. Saturday nights, we got stuff going on.
Saturday nights, you guys already know the deal. The night before the game, man, we got a night before party at La Jolla nightclub all night, starting at, I forgot what time was it?
7:30.
7:30 all the way until
7:30 or 6:30, one of the two.
We got DJ Steph up in the building, Uso Ken on the ones and twos, man. And for the very first home opener weekend party, we got Big Mountain up in the building as well, performing live. If you guys don't know, now y'all know. And then on Sundays, Zeus,
tailgate. Catch us in J-Lot, doing our thing. We'll have micheladas out there, Sub Oos Barbecue, DJ Steph, the Uso Ken Dog. So, yeah, tap in with us, your weekend experience with the Oos Nation. So,
yes, sir. And like we kind of talked about last week, Denver. I don't know who's all going to be over there for the
Yeah,
very first game of the season, but I know Denver's a real possibility out there.
I posted on my Instagram last night. I was like, should we throw something in Denver? A lot of people were saying yeah. But also on another note, if you're a vendor or a sponsor and want to get involved with what we got going on, make sure to email info@theoosnation.com. So tap in with us. Yeah, it's a whole weekend experience here in Las Vegas.
And we got a lot of plans in store for this season. And like I said before, I hope the Raiders keep that same energy and we win a couple of games this year. Because
come on, fucking win, bro.
just win, baby,
just
man.
Fucking win, baby,
that's
man.
all we need, man. Is that too much to ask for us?
No. We've been sucking for 20 years. It's about time the tables turn. You know what I'm saying? Let's turn these fucking tables, man.
Oh, man. And hopefully we do, because we got a lot of new pieces here. Some new to hopefully cheer for this year, man. How many games are you planning to go to this year?
I'm going to, same thing as last year, try to go to all the home games. I think we're all talking about Denver, showing up in Denver, as well as L.A. That's another one. We got some stuff planned for L.A., so stay tuned.
Tap in. Y'all already know LA is a big market, especially for Raider fans out there. A lot of people think that all the fans are mainly in the Bay Area.
No, LA got a big fan base.
We got a huge fan base in SoCal, especially when they used to go to San Diego's. It used to be crazy. They used to call it South Oakland. Did you ever go to any San Diego?
No, I didn't.
No?
Nope.
You know what? I never been to any Oakland games, so I guess we're
1-1. 1-1 on that one.
No, but with that being said, I want to ask you before we get into some other topics. As a content creator, it was like, what's the experience going as a content creator to like most of these events?
I mean, my biggest humble, whatever you want to call it, type of experience as a content creator is actually interacting with the people that follow me online. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It's a trip. I don't think I'll ever get used to, going to the stadium or just even in town. There's several times where whether it's Walmart, hey, you're that funny Raider fan. You're that funny Raider fan. You're that guy that has no cap. You know what I mean? But that's my favorite experience is meeting the people that actually support, what I do online and they have a sense of humor. Because there's some people out there that hate the shit I do.
So what about the fans that come to you? Hey, you don't want to talk shit about my team.
I've had a few, and people be getting butt hurt and shit. But yeah, that's my favorite part of this journey is, being a content creator and, bro, I know you go through it too. Hey, can I get a picture? That shit's crazy to me.
How does that feel?
It's awesome, bro. People tagging me and asking for pictures or even for me saying the line.
Yeah. Is it ever stressful as a fan though, still going or no?
No.
Because I think we're on two different aspects of like content creating. Obviously, I'm on YouTube, and then you're on TikTok.
Yep.
Your shit talking just comes natural, and
yeah.
Obviously we all shit talking and whatnot. But for me, like it's fun. Like I said, kind of the same experiences. Going out there, meeting a lot of people, and just interacting with the Raider Nation.
Yeah.
But then watching the game gets kind of stressful. Like
it does.
For me, because as a content creator, I always try to like drop something after, video, kind of talk about it.
Same here.
It's kind of like taking notes, visual notes, and then also got to go and talk about it. 'Cause sometimes I don't even want to talk about the Raiders after we lose a game.
Oh, yeah. You know how hard it is to do a funny video after losing? It's hard as hell to keep, but I do it every week. I don't care, win, tie, or lose. I'm talking shit.
No, I agree with you. That's why I said, like, I hope that this year is a little bit different, especially because we're going to be doing a lot, I feel like the Raiders should just be paying us for this stuff.
Right?
No, but
maybe one day.
Maybe one day. They say, "Oh, are you the guy that says Raider bitch?"
Yes, I am.
Here's a cease and desist.
No, that would suck.
But for reals though, man. Like, I know last year was probably the most I've went to a game, especially here in Las Vegas. I know that there's a lot of people out there that haven't came to Las Vegas yet, whether it's too expensive, or whatnot. And we've seen a lot of like opposing teams come to our stadiums.
That's a trip.
Do you trip out on that though?
Yeah, why the fuck are they filling up the stands?
I feel like it goes one or the other because if the Raiders aren't winning,
the Raider fans need to. I understand there's a lot of businesses that bought in or whatever, but if you're not a business and you're a PSL holder, do not sell your fucking tickets to opposing fans. Straight up. Sell it to Raider fans.
You think that's easier said than done? Maybe Raider fans don't want to
Yeah.
Because and it's a different story from Oakland. I understand anybody could have went to the Oakland games.
Yeah.
But out here, I feel like it's always a a vacation destination for a lot of other fans. And if the Raiders aren't winning, most of the fans are not going to go there. Plus, there's a lot of other things to do in Las Vegas. But, you know, it does suck going into those stadiums because we've been in it a couple times. When we played the Chiefs, we see all that red. Even when we played the Denver
Niners,
Broncos,
yeah,
you went for the Niners.
Yeah, it was packed with Niner fans, bro. They even not took over, but they even contaminated our fucking parking lot, J lot.
Oh, is that when they had that first club?
Yeah, the first club. I don't know if I can say that on YouTube, but
I'll believe it.
yeah. So yeah.
No, but that was a crazy. I don't know. I guess we know how it feels sometimes to be a Charger fan because, you know, the Chargers, when we play the Chargers, we always feel
We take over. That stadium's blacked out.
All the time. I just hope that this year we could change it up a little bit, you know, get a W because...
Oh, we will. We will. This year we're going to win over there, and then we're going to end up losing at home with them.
We win in both.
That would be lovely.
That would be lovely.
To sweep them and the Broncos, I'll be happy.
So, do you... I asked this question on my thread. Shout out to Threads, Zeus. You have a thread, right?
Yeah, I got a thread. I just made it a couple days ago.
Man, if you guys are not on Threads, man, add us on Threads. It's the same exact thing. Simone Raider and then
Mr. Fitz.
Yeah, so on Threads, I asked the nation, realistically, how many wins do they think that we could get with Jimmy Garoppolo, a healthy Jimmy Garoppolo throughout the season? We got a lot of different answers. You know, some people
I didn't
saying
even
10,
see that.
11, some people saying 7, some people saying that we'll win like 4 games. I don't get that part of it though, but I know you said we got 8 wins. That's with the healthy Jimmy Garoppolo. Or do you think that he's going to be that by the end of the season?
I don't know. We'll see. I heard he's not even healthy right now. The rumors circulating that he might not be ready for camp.
It's gonna suck because that's one reason why I wanted to have a quarterback that could back him up just in case. I mean, we have Aiden O'Connell in the building right now.
Yeah,
I've heard a lot of good things, some okay things, but Aiden O'Connell is definitely a guy that could take over. Knock on wood, or I don't know if this is wood though, but.
Well, this is.
This is wood. But, I hope that Jimmy G could finish off the season and be our starting quarterback because I think that he can win. I know that there's a lot of people
Yeah, I mean, I feel the same way, too. It's just hard to say it with...
confidence.
Yeah, confidence. I mean, he did do it over there with the Niners. He won a lot of games. He took them to 1 Super Bowl, you know what I mean? So...
Okay, I seen another thing about that. I think it was our guy, Nation's Most Hated, or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
He posted something on that, which I was like, yo, facts. I know a lot of people might not agree with it, but... Okay,
he did take the Niners to a Super Bowl.
Everybody always says that. Everybody says, when we say, Jimmy was a winner, they say, oh, he was a winner because he had a great defense and because he had weapons around him. That's the only reason why he would win. But wouldn't you want a quarterback that is able to win with those circumstances? Because there's circumstances like that where a quarterback can't win in that situation.
I mean, he's kind of. I feel like we're a few key pieces away on the defense from giving Jimmy G that same scenario.
Yeah.
He's got a great offense coming over here as long as Josh Jacobs comes back. Then, you know what I mean? With the defense, we got this young defense. I feel like we're a few pieces away from potentially giving Jimmy G the same situation he had with the Niners.
Yeah. I mean, Derek Carr didn't have all the right pieces. I know that. But there's been so many situations where he could have won.
Yeah.
But now he's going to a situation where he's getting those pieces, like we said. If he doesn't win there, then that's on him. But I feel like with Jimmy G coming over here, we might not have a top 10 defense, maybe not even a top 15 defense. But this offense should be able to score. And he has one of the highest red zone percentages scoring in the red zone. And that's something that Derek Carr struggled in. Once we got within that 20-yard line, it
was like, what is he going to do, fumble it? What is he going to throw an interception?
No, we were calling Daniel Carlson, hey, Daniel, come out here.
Daniel, just kick it. Get us 3 points.
You don't even have to worry about the quarterbacks. That's how it felt, man. And there was so many situations last year. Like we said, on paper, yes, we won 6 games last year. But how many games we could have won if we just scored in the red zone, kept the lead, or our offense just come through and score when they needed to? Of course, you could complain about the defense, but I've told you, and I've said it many times, our defense wasn't that bad last year.
No, it wasn't. There was several times where the defense got them to, the offense to turn over the ball. Derek Carr had the ball with a few minutes left, couldn't score a fucking touchdown to save his life.
Exactly. So I'm just saying, even though we say this about Derek Carr, I know he's not a bad quarterback. Maybe he'll do good over there, but for the Raiders, he just wasn't the guy for us, and I feel like a lot of Raider fans need to understand that because what if we kept them around for a couple more? How long would it have taken us to move on from him, or to know that?
I think until he retired, they would.
Yeah, so I feel like a lot of people are not giving Jimmy a chance because a lot of people don't like Jimmy G. But
I didn't like him, but I'm giving him a chance. He's my quarterback. I have no say so. We signed the motherfucker, so the least I could do right now is just hope for a good season.
yeah, and the Raiders are really known for.
But I'm not gonna root for no other fucking team to win. Fuck out of here with that bullshit.
Like we say, of course we're gonna support Derek Carr when he's over there. Hey, I hope he does what he does. I'm not a Saints fan, news.
No.
But I got respect for Derek Carr, but to down your own team, to talk shit about your own team, then saying the Saints are gonna do better, that's some bullshit. People seem to forget that the Raiders are a franchise that has given players that nobody else wants a chance.
Oh yeah,
they have come over here and balled out, or at least done a great job. There's a lot of players. For example, Michael Crabtree just a couple of years ago. A lot of Raider fans didn't want him because he was a Niner.
Yeah.
Obviously, fuck the Niners. But, getting Michael Crabtree, nobody wanted him. And they said, oh, this is going to be bad. We just drafted a young wide receiver, Amari Cooper,
I remember.
And just said, oh, Michael Crabtree's going to basically be a bad leader for him. But they were basically our best wide receiver duo we've had since Derek Carr. Since Derek Carr has been drafted, that was our best duos. I think so. And we have a history of doing that. A lot of players that are like, misfits from other teams. Who was the quarterback we were talking about? Jim Plunkett?
Yeah, Plunkett.
Plunkett was a guy.
Came from Patriots to the Niners, Niners to the Raiders, won a Super Bowl.
Nobody really cared about him. But what is he now? A guy that's in the history books right now and has won us a Super Bowl, And now every Raider fan is talking highly of them, So I'm going to give Jimmy G the benefit of the doubt. I hope that he could go out there. I hope he could ball out for us. And I hope that he can at least win some games so we can shut some of these fans up. And if he doesn't, okay. He's not the quarterback for us. But to talk shit about him before he goes on the field and plays in the Raiders uniform, I think it's just a little bit too much.
Yeah, way too much.
So I know he wanted Tom Brady, but that's another subject for another day. But some other news that I did hear or I seen. I know this is more of like a fantasy situation. A lot of fans obviously are rooting. A lot of Raider fans are obviously rooting for the Saints.
Yeah, I see
because of Derek Carr. It is what it is. I also seen something on Bleacher Report of a potential trade for Davante Adams to go join his former teammate, Derek Carr, in New Orleans. Now he already has some former teammates over there. They have
Foster Monroe.
Jonathan Abram is over there as well, and I forgot who else. But they're talking about possibly having Davante Adams going to the New Orleans Saints, and this was a trade proposal that they had on there. The Saints would give us a 2024 first-round pick and a 2025 third-round pick for Davante Adams. Do you do that trade?
No, fuck no. Hell no. Hell no.
I don't get it, Deuce. I don't get why a lot of people would think that he would want to leave, especially after Derek Carr.
He grew up a Raider fan. He's on the Raiders because he's a fan, and he wants to bring the Raiders a ring.
Exactly, and of course, Derek Carr was the reason why he came over here too. But like you said, he was a fan growing up, and also on top of that, he wanted to move closer to home.
Yeah,
move close to Cali. He's not playing for the Niners. He's not playing for the Chargers. He played for the Raiders, still close to home. His family gets to come out here. And last year, I think his family was able to come to a game for the first time in forever. I think it was a game that we lost. But, at the end of the day, I think Davante wants to be here. If he did want to leave, I guess it is what it is. But we just got to see how the season pans out. But I don't think the Raiders would even think about trading him right now. There's no reason to trade him right now.
I think he's here for the long haul.
He has to be. So I don't think that'll happen. I maybe ask you guys, do you think the Raiders should trade Davante Adams to the New Orleans Saints?
Fuck no.
They already got enough receivers over there anyways. They got Olave, Michael Thomas over there. Yeah. I don't think they need another wide receiver out there. And if they do, if they somehow, quote unquote, did get Davante Adams over there, they better win a Super Bowl ring over there. But if they don't, they need to get a new quarterback over there. But I don't know. But getting on to another subject, I want to talk about the players that we have on the roster right now. I wanted to ask you, who do you think is a breakout player that you think for this year?
I don't know if this counts, but it's a rookie. Okay. I've been saying this. I've been talking to a bunch of the homies, family. Yeah. I believe Michael Mayer is going to be a top 5 tight end by the end of this year.
That's
Pretty. I don't know. I'm good. Just like I called it with Josh Jacobs last year. I feel the same way about Michael Mayer.
yeah, yeah.
Remember I was saying, I just feel that way. I feel like he's gonna come in. I know people say, "Oh, college is different than NFL." Yeah, but he just, to me, I don't know. He's got that
dog in him.
that dog in him, bro. Yeah.
I don't disagree with you because I think Michael Mayer is going to be a top tight end in the league. I mean,
I feel like
weapons
rookie
we have
year.
right now, and you see how big this dude is. They call him
yeah.
Baby Gronk for a reason.
Oh yeah.
But so if you say top 5, who's in your top 5 then? The tight ends right now.
Right now, I mean, of course, Travis fucking loser Kelsey.
Yeah, we gotta say
Fuck that dude. Mark Andrews for sure. I know he was injured a little bit last year, but top, number 2, number 3. I would have to go with, surprisingly, how do you pronounce his name? Goddard.
Dallas Goddard.
Yeah, from Philly. Yeah, he did. He was stellar. He was awesome last year.
Number 4.
Number 4. I mean, okay.
Probably leaving one now. I think.
I am. Who am I leaving out? I'm not Waller, of course, because he played shit last year. Yeah, shout out to Waller, but last year wasn't your year, bro.
What about the dude from Santa Clara?
Santa Clara. Oh, Niner. Dipshit fucking.
Do you have him in there or no?
Yeah, I do. Last year he balled out. I mean, the last year before that, he was kind of hurt. Same thing the year prior. What the fuck is his name?
From who? From what?
From the Niners.
Kittle.
Kittle. Yeah,
Kittle,
dipshit Skittles. So, yeah, and then, so what, that's 4 right there. And then I would say Waller, you know what I mean?
So Mayer's not in your top 5.
Well, no, that's last year. It was my top 5. Last year.
I mean, right now, like you said,
so this year, okay.
Mayer's in our top 5.
I'm gonna go with fucking loser Kelsey is number 1.
Kelsey.
I don't think Andrews is gonna be number 2. That was last year. I'm gonna say, man, this is hard because I believe he's gonna be fighting Skittles for number 2. I'm gonna go with Mayer at number 2. Number 2, Kittle at 3. Kittle at 3. I'm gonna tell you, I'm Goddard at 4 and Andrews at 5.
Damn. Okay, that's pretty crazy. No Kyle Pitts in there.
Major letdown last season, bro.
For your
me, I had him in like 3 fantasy leagues, bro.
I remember we were like, hey, Pitts is gonna be the guy.
I was shooting for him, man.
And you know what? I was gonna draft him last year, and then you took him, and I was like, shit, he took him.
On my videos last year, I was like, come on, Mariota, what the fuck? Throw it to him.
Yeah, and then when the season went on and he wasn't doing shit, I'm like, oh man, I'm glad that Fitz took Pitts,
Yeah,
but hey, I agree with you. I think that Mayer could be a top 5. It's gonna be kind of tough for him. I know he could be top 10 for sure, but
I really believe he's just got that dog in him. He's gonna come out there. He's in a scenario where what's his name, Jimmy G likes to throw to the tight end a lot.
Exactly.
I feel like he's in that position with us right now, to where he's gonna end up, top 5 tight end.
Yeah. No,
by the end of the year. So.
Yeah, he utilizes the tight end a lot. That's why George Kittle broke out. He broke out when Jimmy G was the quarterback.
Exactly.
So, I mean, we could see probably the same thing with Michael Mayer. And he does something that Darren Waller doesn't really do great.
Oh, yeah, he blocks,
Yeah, so I think we kind of merged what we have in Foster Moreau and a Darren Waller in one player. So I do agree with you. I'm excited to see what he can do this year. My breakout player.
Yeah, I was going to say, who's yours?
I know we kind of spent a lot of time on here.
Yeah.
I feel like my breakout player might not be a top 5, but I think he's going to be really crucial for our defense. We lost Denzel Permanus, but I think Davante Diablo is one guy to look out for.
That's a good one. Yeah,
Davante Diablo. I think he was injured the rest of the season last year, but he was starting to come along. I think he's going to be a guy that could cover pretty well. He's going to be a tackling machine for us. Like I said, with no Denzel Perman on the team no more, we're going to need a linebacker. And I don't know. I don't understand the Raiders. We always struggle with the linebacker position, bringing in depth, a lot of depth, and somehow we just never addressed that. In the draft, we didn't really address that. We got people. Oh well, we did later on. I think we got Bernie.
Yeah.
And then in undrafted free agency. We got some players there, but I think Davante Diablo is going to be one of those main guys there. So that's who I'm expecting to come out and be a baller. I know there was a lot of people thinking about Devin White. I know we talked about it before. It's going to cost a lot to get him. He got paid pretty well, and the Raiders weren't going to pay that much for a linebacker. But I just hope that sometime in the future the Raiders can go get a dominant linebacker because we haven't had one since when? Rolando McClain?
Yeah, it's been a while.
I was joking. Remember?
I don't remember him. I don't remember him, but you're the statistic guy. You're the smart guy.
No, hell no. I'm just a fan. No, but Ron McClain, remember? He was a first-round pick for us. Body slammed the dude on preseason.
Yeah, he probably sucks, so that's probably why I don't remember him.
Yeah, okay, I don't blame you. But speaking of linebackers and a breakout player, I think that Divine Diablo could be one of those guys.
Yeah. I liked, what was it, last year? No, the year before, when he actually spoke up being a rookie.
Oh, he
remember
did.
that?
He called some
people out.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, that motherfucker right there has got some heart.
Guys like that. That was the season we went to the playoffs, too. But if, Josh Jacobs isn't with us this year, hopefully not. Hopefully he is.
Yeah, hopefully. I was going to say, what the fuck?
Who do you see in the running back room that could take over that and be a baller? Do you think
I don't know,
White,
bro.
Do you think Zamir White can be that guy?
I don't know. We haven't seen enough of him to know. Or at least for me, my opinion is I haven't seen enough from him to say, okay, feel confident enough to at least say, yeah, he's, possibly, yeah, I have no confidence in him, bro.
Basically. But I feel like if and only if they didn't have Josh Jacobs, they'd go to what Josh McDaniel knows is running back by committee, We have Brandon Bolden, we have Amir Abdullah, we have Zamir White, and it's just going to be a different amount of them. But I feel like that's going to be a big mistake, and I know we talked about that before, is, Josh Jacobs was a key piece, integral piece for our offense, and I know he's serious about his money right now. Or it could be money, it could be a lot of things, but I know that Josh Jacobs is serious about coming back if it makes sense.
Yeah.
He talked about that before. So hopefully the Raiders can get something done. I don't see anybody. I don't even see Zamir White doing what Josh Jacobs did last year. So, say if you take Josh Jacobs away from that season last season, do you see any running back doing the same thing that he did? No.
No, I don't.
Exactly. So I know the running back market isn't there for Josh Jacobs, and I know that there's a lot of people that think that we can move on from Josh Jacobs and be okay. I just don't.
I don't see it.
There's a couple players on here that are playmakers that are the identity of the Las Vegas Raiders. Obviously, Max Crosby.
Josh Jacobs is one of them.
Yeah, and Josh Jacobs is right there, right next to Max Crosby as a part of the Las Vegas Raiders for me. So hopefully they could get something done there. Going back to threads, I asked some fans out there. We're gonna answer some questions that they gave us. I asked them to give us a hot take or a question that they had, and we'll talk about it on the show today. And man, I did get a couple of people writing. So if you guys aren't following us on threads, man, follow us at Samoan Raider. I'm going to be putting a lot of things in there, especially for upcoming podcasts.
Yeah.
Like who you guys would want to have as a guest on this podcast, or if there's any questions that you guys want to have featured on this podcast, and we'll answer them. We'll pick some of our favorite ones, and we'll answer them. We'll answer them just like we're doing today. So again, tap in if you guys haven't already. So the first one comes from Raiders Resistance. He says that Marcus Epps and Trayvon Merrick will form a solid duo in the Raiders secondary.
I can see that. I can see that.
Yeah, Trayvon Merrick. I had a lot of expectations for him when we drafted him a couple of years ago. Hasn't really been the playmaker that I thought he would be, but he has been.
He's doing good enough.
He's okay.
He needs to step it up a little this season. Hopefully it's his breakout year.
Hopefully, man. Hopefully it's everybody's breakout year. It's the Raiders' breakout year.
It's Raiders all around breakout year.
Because if they don't, I don't know how many Raider fans are going to break out from this fan base. No, but for us, though, I do agree with Raiders Resistance. Shout out to him. If you guys aren't following, follow him.
Yeah, go follow.
But I do agree with you. Last year, I don't know what the deal is with Duron Harmon, but Duron and Trayvon Merrick did pretty good last year.
Yeah.
But you add a guy that's been in the Super Bowl last year, was an integral part for the Philadelphia Eagles Super Bowl team last year. So, I think they'll mesh well. I think they'll be a solid secondary. I don't know if they'll be elite yet, but I do agree that they'll be a solid duo in the secondary. Okay, this next question comes from Hi, I'm Mark B. Well, hi to you, Mark.
Hi, Mark B.
Okay, he says, do you think that half of the Raider Nation wants to tank for Caleb Williams, or do you think half of them wants to make a playoff run?
Playoff run. Fuck tanking the season.
Yeah.
I heard that from several people. I don't want to tank shit.
But what do you think the Raider Nation wants? Like a majority of the Raider Nation.
Majority of the Raider.
I know for both of us, we want us to make a playoff run with the team we got right now.
I think there's a big part of the Raider Nation that wants Derek Carr to win.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, exactly. I think that there's a lot. For me, I think there's a lot of I think, from what I've seen on social media and everywhere else, there's a huge part of the Raider Nation that wants the Raiders to tank, to lose basically.
No, I don't
and
want
get
that.
Caleb Williams. I don't see that. I don't understand that. Caleb Williams is a great player. I would love to have him on the team, but I think there's a lot of Raider fans that want the Raiders to lose because they don't like Josh McDaniels and they don't like Jimmy G. You know, and their favorite quarterback left the team. Which, if that's who you're rooting for, you're basically not a Raider fan.
Yeah.
So I would say that half of them would want to tank.
Yeah, I don't want. Fuck that, bro.
We don't. But you think they'd want to tank for Caleb Williams?
Probably. with this, yeah.
A lot of these guys be on some BS, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's another one. It comes from Matangi Tofinga. I think I said it right. Matangi. Do you think you think that's
Yeah.
okay? I think okay. If I butchered your name, my bad. But his question was: should the NFL have a week where the players have their nicknames on the back of their jerseys, similar to the MLB? And if so, give some nicknames for the current roster. Oh,
That'd be dope.
like say Mad Max.
Mad Max Crosby, yeah.
Or, so what would Jimmy G's nickname be?
Porn. Jimmy Pornhub G.
Jimmy GQ.
Or Jimmy GQ.
Davante's nickname was.
Oh, shit, that's a hard one. Davante, fuck 'em up, Adams. I'm not good with nicknames, but
You give me some good ones.
I would say that that would be dope.
How about Hunter Renfro's?
Hunter Renfro, Slot God.
Shout out to Ike Brown.
Yeah. So that would be dope. I don't know as far as the nicknames, how far you can go. Yeah, I mean, mine would be Raiders, bitch.
Do you think that they should have one like that?
I don't know. I don't know.
I feel like they should. It'd be fun.
If they want to implement the other shit, they might as well let us, let some of the players get their nicknames in there.
True. I think it should be, but I don't think the NFL would ever do it.
But they'll allow the other shit. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
They want to push the other shit. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna get into all that shit.
I think I know where you're going with that. But his hot take, he also added a hot take. Jimmy G, MVP for the 2024 season.
Bro, if that happens, I'll fucking go nuts, bro. If he gets us to the Super Bowl and all that shit, bro, I don't know what I'll probably run in the field.
Damn.
I'll hop over and run in the field.
With your clothes on or no clothes on?
Yeah, with my clothes on. Fuck out here. There's some Niner shit to run around naked and shit. I'll
You're
run
gonna compare a lot of Niner fans to Raider Nation.
Bro, if we win the Super Bowl, I will jump down and... Nah, I don't want to get banned from the Raiders Stadium. I'm thinking about it right now. Nah, bro.
You don't have to jump down. You're going to be at the Winfield Club. You could just hop over.
Hop over, yeah. Bro, if we win the Super Bowl, shit, it'll make up for the last... my lifetime of pain being a Raiders fan.
Super Bowl, I don't know what I'd do, but I'd be going crazy too. But do you think that Jimmy G is going to get MVP for 2024?
No.
I agree with you. As much as I like Jimmy G, I don't think that'll ever happen. Oh, I mean, never say never, but I think it's a really small chance that Jimmy G becomes the MVP. I think that he'll be a really good game manager for us. Though. He'll win us some games.
He'll manage the games, get us some wins.
So as far as that hot take, I don't think.
Yeah.
I think it's a little bit too hot. Hotter than the weather out here.
There's like 140 degrees right there.
Okay. Here's another question. How do you think Tyree Wilson's gonna do this season? Our first round pick this year.
Bro, I'm banking on him big too.
Yeah.
I really want him and Max to come out there and fucking take Mahomes and Kelsey out.
I can see him having the rookie season that Max did.
Yeah.
10 sacks, bro. Okay, maybe not 10 sacks. So maybe
like 14.
Maybe not 10.
Maybe like 14.
You said 14?
Yeah.
I was gonna say a cool 5, 6 would be solid for him, but I think he'll be a really big disruptor.
I say he gets 9.
Hey, he's
9 sacks for the
season.
season.
Big for us. I look at him as I compared him to Alden Smith. It was with the size that he has, and Alden Smith for the Niners. He was crazy, bro. And you got a guy like Max Crosby on the other end. I think Tyree Wilson's going to be what we all thought Cleveland Farrell was going to be for us,
Yeah.
With Max Crosby and Clee. I think he's going to be that pass rusher that could get to the quarterback. If not him, Max.
Yeah.
And we need somebody like that. And then, because I think he's coming into a better situation than Max did, because you got a veteran
Jones.
like Chandler that could show you the ropes. And then you got another young guy like Max Crosby who's been through this.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to go to the pass rush summit camp or whatever. He has these two guys every single week. So I think if he's healthy, he's good to go. I think Tyree Wilson, there's no excuse for him not to succeed.
Yeah.
I think that he's going to have a big year this year. Maybe not going to be stat padding, but he's going to be a force out there. At least have a lot of pressures on the quarterback. And
hopefully, mark my words, 9 sacks.
Hey, I'm going at least 6. I think that's good enough. Imagine this. Everybody talks shit about our defense. Our defense hasn't been the best. What we struggle the most is getting to the quarterback. Outside of Max Crosby, we always struggle to get to the quarterback. And our secondary ain't the best either.
Yeah.
But if we have a defensive line that can get to the quarterback, pressure the quarterback right away, our secondary doesn't have to do much other than stick their guys. And I think most of the best defenses that have a solid secondary have a really great defensive line. So I think Tyree Wilson could have a great season this year.
Yep.
Maybe Defensive Rookie of the Year.
That'd be badass.
I mean, with that being said, I think that's all the questions that I did have.
I mean, we're 30 days away from preseason?
Yeah. Oh, speaking of preseason, we didn't talk about that. We'll talk about it real quick. You going to go to any preseason games? Oh, we only got one here, though.
Yeah, we only got one.
Yeah.
Planning to go to the Niners.
Hopefully we could get revenge for what they did to us on New Year's.
Fuck the Niners.
So with that being said, Raider Nation, I think that's all we kind of have for today's episode, man. If you guys haven't subscribed to the channel, man, subscribe to the Oos Nation channel. And also tap in with us, me, Simone Raider, Mr. Fitz.
Yes, sir.
On all social media, because we're going to be posting all of the events that we got going on this year in Las Vegas, possibly in Denver.
LA.
And we got LA, man. There's a lot of things going up for the Oos Nation, and hopefully you guys do tap in with that. So with that being said, this is your Oos, Simone Raider, and
Mr. Fitz. Peace out.
all right, Raider Nation.
I almost flipped it off.
It's like fuck me. Unsubscribe.